Losing people is hard, but how you bounce back is what's important. I feel like the most important things were being taken away from me and that I was losing everything. I felt like I was stuck in a dark tunnel that kept getting dug deeper, but eventually I found people to pull me out. The spring of 2024, is when I learned the true definition of chosen family. The 2023 year was ending and everything was changing with it. In November, I had to put down my dog. Her name was Lexi, and she was a German Shepherd mix. She was 16 and older than me at the time, and I've had her my entire life. She was the last pet of mine that I've had for that long, and it really hurt. The next month, on Thursday, December 21st, my grandmother passed away at 11 o'clock at night. My parents came into my room at 12 o'clock, and it broke me. She was the only grandmother I talked to, and she was there for me all the time. She supported me and cheered me on like no other. She loved and valued me for who I was. I didn't just lose her, I lost her farm, the memories with her, and being able to see my cousins. The next day was a half day because it was a day before break and I was supposed to see her that Saturday. I haven't seen her since January 1st earlier that year because she lives 2.5 hours away. I was supposed to go to her house after school, but I had to leave early because we had to get down there sooner. I got to drive that 2.5 hours with the permit that I had at the time, and it hurt more because she was excited to see me drive. She never got to see me drive, and she never got to see any of her grandchildren drive. The day back of winter break, we had a chemistry test on the first day. I didn't have any of my school stuff to study that week because I spent the entire week with wakes, funerals, and trying to help my parents with what they needed. I couldn't focus in school, and I usually got a B- at a lowest grade for tests, and I got D's in the next 2 tests. I felt like I was suffocating and I couldn't get anything done. I was a straight A student, and I was going down to B's in classes I couldn't understand right away. I lost who I was, and I only stuck to specific people, and I lost my goals. One day, I met somebody named Hope, and she became a friend of mine for a while. I met her in February, and I spent all my time with her. I couldn't see her in person, so it was always texting, but we talked constantly, and we made time for each other. We talked for about 2 months until I met her for the first time at Solo Ensemble earlier in April. She came to support me with her brother who drove her, and I was very appreciative. That Thursday, she had a track meet in town, and I went to support her like she did me. I met her mom for the first time, and she really liked me because I was one of the first kids to actually talk to her. I went to her next track meet that was also in this field, and I got to meet her aunt for the first time as well. We talked for a while, and I just felt like everybody was liking me. That weekend, I went to her house for the first time, and I got to meet her entire family, 2 brothers and her parents. I'm a part of that family in a way because the mother wants to come to all my events, like playing tennis or watching me at my concerts, and the father loves joking around with me. This family has raised my spirits in a way I've never had before, and I'm at their house at least once a week. They gave me confidence to get my first job, and I was thankful because I was too scared to do it by myself. They are very patient with me. They taught me how to shoot trap for the first time because I've never shot a gun in my life before then, and I'm pretty decent about how I shoot, even though I haven't really shot before. They're willing to fix the sight on my bow, and they let me shoot with them. I have the best memories with them during these times, and they even invite me to do things. Like, they invite me to their 4th of July, even though it's a family thing. They take me to movies, they let me go fishing on the boat, and they let me even go to get in the puppy. This family gets a side of me that not even my own family gets, and I love them like no other. They made me happier than I've ever been, and I feel like I'm truly a part of this family. They treat me in a way that my own family doesn't treat me, and they get a different side because this family does other things that my family doesn't do with me. I learned the true meaning of family earlier this spring of 2024. My name is Zoe G, and this is why I'm still at my best. Thank you for listening to my speech.